Someone with many hobbies is a person that enjoys life, and I really enjoy life. The hobbies that I have are I draw, I like to work on my car, I like to write, I like to read, and I am a part of Panther Robotics as the business and marketing lead. I am the 2026 Daffodil Princess, and I occasionally write for the Bonnie Lake Insider. But most of all, my favorite hobby is talking to people, if that's a hobby. The thing about talking to people that I really like is learning about their stories and the experiences that they have that makes them the way that they are.
I've seen Shaniah grow from the freshman who is a little unsure but kind of wanting to be a go-getter to someone who really knows what she wants and is ambitious enough to make sure that she's setting herself up for that. I think when I talked to her last, she was signing up for UW to go into journalism, which I thought was really cool. It'll be really cool to see where she ends up, but I think she'll do really amazing things.
Or a little bit before October, I got an email basically saying that I was eligible to run for Daffodil Princess due to my GPA. I signed up, I got the packet, I signed the packet and practiced my speech. I had originally thought I wasn't going to win, but I was doing it for experience, and frankly, I like talking on a stage, public speaking. And then the night of selection, we went up, got our bios read out loud by Mr. Bradley, and we said a 1-minute speech. It was time to crown the new princess, and all of the contestants stood on the stage, held hands, and I heard my name, and I was just kind of at shock. Later on, I found out that I was supposed to say like a thank you speech afterwards, but I didn't know that, so I kind of just stood there awkwardly while they placed the crown on me, and then they were like, okay, refreshments are in the commons, and I walked off. The power value that stands out to me the most is work ethic, because it's one thing to really like something, it's one thing to be really passionate about something, but if you don't put in the work to learn more or get better, you're gonna be stagnant, and you're either gonna lose passion or just stay where you are. I'm Shaniah Andal, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
I have jiu-jitsu. I need to train hard, and then I have to do a fight. My favorite part jiu-jitsu is spar. I spar with a partner, Reina. The person known for like a belt. He said, so he's gonna make a fight with for a tournament for a second place. My favorite school is math. I like math because I'm mind count. So I do cheerleading for competition for a season, and for the basketball, and then a football. We'll do cheers for cheer competition, cheer. My favorite teacher, Mrs. Dumhoff. She's very kind and kindness and respect. She's helped me do the whole desk.
Natasha is one of the sweetest spirits of a student that I've ever had. I had her in Leadership Connections for a year, and she just was kind to everyone and just shined brightly, just wanted to serve, and I'm so proud of her. What makes Natasha stand out is that she's determined. When we would share good things, she would talk about Taekwondo and the competitions that she was involved in. She was just starting out in cheerleading. She was trying out. This was the first time she'd done it, and then I keep seeing her just thrive as a cheerleader ever since for the last 3 years. Now she's been a TA in the office, and seeing her grow in confidence coming into my classroom, delivering papers, her shoulders are back, she's confident, she's smiling, she's thriving, and it's been a joy to see. So proud of her.
I am Natasha Bliss of Bonnie Lake Panther.
My favorite parts of high school were joining the JROTC program, getting into National Honor Society, and meeting new teachers and making new friends. I wanted to join that honor society because of I wanted service before self. My mom, I would say she encouraged me to try it, and I liked it. And I also wanted opportunities. My favorite part of JROTC is the units, like we're learning about navigation and NTSB and marching. I like that.
Daniel has seriously grown from his freshman year to now. His freshman year, everything was a worry, regardless of what it was. It was like, am I doing this right? And now he is to the point where he is fully confident in his abilities and will only ask questions on things he's unfamiliar with. And even in that situation, when he's unfamiliar with, he's okay not knowing, whereas before, it would cause some worry. You know, it's not necessarily a story, it's responses to situations that I have seen. When, let's say, a typical response should be him getting mad or frustrated. What I witnessed with Daniel is the complete opposite. He will respond with caring, empathy, and not 1 ounce of being mad at anybody in this world. And one of the things that comes to mind was his birthday this year. He did not want anything from anybody. He didn't want presents. He just wanted the company of others and just to socialize, play games, and just be a part of the community.
Respect is the most important of all power values, because if you don't give respect, it's gonna make people have a bad first impression of you, and with respect you get a good impression on yourself. I'm Daniel Cruz. I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
Oh, 15 minutes before performing. I'm a mess 15 minutes before performing, I'd say. I'm either walking back and forth in some sort of room, or I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm taking like a lot of like singing gummies. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but it's like a little like blackcurrant fruit, and it helps my voice out a lot. But I'm usually just nervous before stage 95% of the time. I get on stage and then it's like I forget everything that's ever happened. Everything just flushes out of my body, and I'm just focusing on how I sing and how I perform. Yeah, I'd say I'm very at ease, because even with, I don't know, the hundreds of people I perform in front of, it's heartwarming to get to see everyone just focus on one thing, and I think it's great. Power value, that's my favorite. I think I'd say work ethic, because it's just something I'm so related to. I mean, it comes in my family, and it's just something I've always valued in my life. Okay, I think the best moment's gonna have to be all the trips I went on for choir and theater. Like, I think sophomore year we went to New York, and then senior year we went to New Orleans, and it was a really nice time to bond with everyone, because I just got closer with everyone in general, and then it also sharpened my musicianship, because I got to see so many different people coming from so many different backgrounds. Favorite teacher is gonna have to be Miss Fuller. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have the opportunities I have today to pursue music, and if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be the musician I am today.
Carlos is a leader. He is a confident human who is also very humble at the same time. He can be a friend to many people and kind of looked at as the big brother. I know at PLU they're going to be honored to have him there, and he's going to do wonderful things.
How would I describe my freshman to senior year? I'd say I had a lot of ups and downs. It was really rocky towards the front end of it, and then as I progressed, it became a lot better. The most I felt burnt out, I'd say, it was sophomore year. It was during the musical, and rehearsals were going late till like 11 p.m., and I had to wake up early for choir in the morning, around 5 in the morning. And I knew that I couldn't drop either of them because I really loved both. So I just kind of had to take whatever sleep I could after rehearsal and just keep going. It was like an 18-hour day, I think. No, how long was it? I think I spent more time at school than I actually got sleep those weeks. But it was fun. Hello, I'm Carlos Gill, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
I'll be honest, this year I've struggled to keep my grades up through all my classes. Because of that, I really didn't expect to be nominated for the senior showcase. I assumed my grades would be enough to disqualify me. So it means a lot to know that sometimes people look beyond just numbers when choosing who to honor. Throughout high school, I've spent a lot of time doing the things I love: reading and writing, playing the flute, and spending time with children and animals. Those interests actually shaped the classes I chose, like childcare and literature, which made school feel more meaningful to me. Along the way, I joined Key Club for community service, Educators Rising because I'm interested in being a teacher, and Panther Crew, where I had the chance to mentor freshmen. I was also involved in band for all 4 years, which became a huge part of my life.
Grace is a hard worker. She's always practicing her music, prepared for class, and honestly brings a lot of joy to the ensemble wherever she goes, wherever we perform. She's really influential in the upper woodwind section and in the band program as a whole. From my perspective, she's a glue for a lot of people. People enjoy her presence. There's an uplifted atmosphere when she's around, and she just brings a lot of joy wherever she goes. For Grace's future, I hope to see that whatever she does in life, she never gives up, that she finds joy and happiness, and that she doesn't let anyone tell her what she can and can't do, but that everything that she can do and what's in her control, she does with grace and prowess.
If I could go back and change one thing in high school, I would be more open about my struggles. I've learned that speaking up can lead to support and solutions you might not realize are there. One power value that stands out to me is respect. I think it represents so many important qualities that are often overlooked, and it's something I try and carry with me in everything I do. One of my proudest moments was making honor roll 3 years in a row. It made me feel like my hard work mattered and I truly belonged. I'm really grateful to be here. This nomination means more to me than I expected, and it reminds me that growth, effort, and character matter just as much as grades. Hi, I'm Grace Garcia, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
I've enjoyed high school quite a bit, actually. This is the first school I've ever stayed for the whole time I'm supposed to be in. When I was in elementary, it was really hard to understand English. It made me feel kind of left out. I didn't have much friends, even though they tried to help me, but it didn't really always help or work out. I learned that I can actually learn things by myself. If I really want to or if I really need to, I eventually will. I think engagement is really important to me. So if I stop answering or being engaged, then I get a struggle. I'm in Winter Guard, National Honor Society, Panther Club. Well, Winter Guard and Color Guard are 2 different things. This is my first time doing both, and I'm glad I did. I really like learning new stuff, and I like holding flags. I like being active, physically, and it helps me boost my confidence. I think making friends in both types of guards has been a really good thing for me, because now everywhere I look, there's a friend. I think I'm really social, a really social butterfly, because like I said, I didn't know English at that time. Now that I do, I'm using my voice a lot more. My goal is to be an interpreter. Well, obviously I couldn't speak English, and I know how it feels. I think I do go out of my way to help people a lot. I feel like I'm really helpful. I really like helping people out, even if it's not just language.
Yaneth is an amazing young woman. She always does everything 100% and is so kind all the time to everyone. Her kindness and her engagement really make her stand out. I've seen her grow in maturity, kindness, leadership, just because of her personality and her kindness and how she works with others. I know that she will persevere through any situation she's given.
I always thought teenagers were so involved with themselves. They were so in their own little world that they didn't care much about everyone. But the time when there was a protest in between the middle school and the high school, I realized that we're all like the same, like everyone's there for each other, even if they don't seem like they are. Respect. I think respect is very needed. It's a very strong thing. It comes out of like kindness and everything in between. And if we also respect, and we'll like progress as a group together. I would say to try new things. If I knew about windshield guard sooner, I would have joined during my freshman year. So if I wasn't too scared of failing, I would have been happier. Well, I feel like I'm gonna fail, and if I fail, even if it's my first time doing it, then I'm not gonna be able to do it right for like the whole. That's probably also why I'm really social, because I'm scared of like not being my true self, I guess. My biggest like #1 takeaway from high school would be to join clubs. My name is Yaneth Hernandez-Castro, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
When I'm playing defensive line, it's loud, it's crazy. You're seeing everybody. You gotta do what you gotta do to help the other people. My favorite football memory is going to Wenatchee, hanging out with the team, swimming, playing games, having fun, eating the good food over there.
For me, I think he can do pretty amazing things. I tried to really help him just kind of like understand that like he's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of creativity that he can express. And I think he could be, like I said, a huge leader in the communities around him, in the people that he meets and that type of stuff. Like he just has a lot of leadership potential and a lot of creativity within that. Like I could see him being like a coach of something, a teacher of something, someone who is leading something, right? Like maybe even a CEO of a company, just doing really cool things that I think would help benefit the community around him. And just his, especially this year, just his growth and like his maturity and his want to do things and complete them well. I have definitely seen that just kind of keep continuing to grow and grow in the time frame that I've known him.
The power value that speaks to me the most is respect, because everybody deserves to be respected and everybody should show respect. I learned I could do new tricks. I can become faster, stronger. I can actually come to school and learn and be focused. If I could go back to freshman year and talk to my freshman self, I would say, lose 100 pounds, please. You don't want to live at being 400. It's harder, it's hard to move, it's hard to breathe, and you'll feel better. With enough discipline, you can do it. You can do goals that seem impossible, that people will see that can't be done. And if you try, maybe hard enough, you can make it. If I could say one thing to my mom, I would say, thank you. My name is Tavarez Hunt-Hernist, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
Every failure should be able to give you room to set up for after that, but just use the failure and the time from that failure to set yourself up for success next time.
What has been your biggest challenge during the whole school year?
Whole school year? Probably self-discipline has been the biggest struggle for all of high school. I don't know, I just was never super good about it with myself, and it was like off and on. I was never consistent with it, and I'm just trying to take some new steps into my adult life, and one of those things is to have better self-discipline for myself, so when I'm an adult, I can be successful. Impactful teacher? Probably Mr. Bradley. Had him freshman year in my photography class. I was struggling a lot freshman year, and he just always was saying something funny or just saying something stupid, and I had him 6th period, and so it would end my day off on a good note.
I think what makes Seth stand out to me is his ability to just approach anyone and have a conversation, whether it's admin or a freshman or anybody in any class. He's just very open to conversation and approaching them and just talking. He's right in line to go meet somebody new and talk to them. And he's just very outgoing and always does it with a smile.
The best thing at Bonnie Lake High School is probably the clubs and the diversity. I feel like there's literally every club, and if there isn't a club, you can make a club so easily. And if you have a group of friends, then that's perfect.
struggle in high school? Probably feeling the need to fit in with people. Growing up, like, it was just, I'm a redhead and I'm a little weird if you never talk to me. But sometimes people don't mess with that, and I always just kind of want to be friends with people like anybody else would, and I just naturally adapted myself to people. Like, I wasn't being myself at all. Like, I was just adapting myself to people to be in those groups. And this is just from personal problems, but I eventually, thankfully, senior year, figured it out, and I'm happy with the person I am today. So. Perseverance, there's been a lot that came to kick my butt during high school, and I came out on top and became class president. I'm Seth Krueger, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
I do a lot of after-school activities and sports. I participate in tennis, track and field. I'm also an active member in DECA, Key Club, NHS. A lot of activities I like to do. Tennis to me doesn't mean just a sport. It means cooperation, teamwork. It's something that I use to build grit and something that I genuinely find enjoyable. And it's not just a sport I do just because I want to do it. I do it because I love it and I love my team. The most influential teacher I've had so far in high school is definitely Mr. Gatos. He has always seen something in me that nobody has ever seen in me as a teacher. He's always been telling me that the sky's the limit for me and that I'm going to do a lot of great things in my life.
Simon is an all-star standout student across the board. He is super motivated. His love of learning is infectious, and he's highly motivated to better himself at whatever is set before him, to achieve goals that other people give him, and most importantly, goals that he creates for himself.
Sophomore year is the year where high school got extremely serious for me, not because just generally because life got tougher, but because I myself kind of challenged my schedule by taking a lot of AP classes, and that stress definitely bumped up. And at that time, I was also going through struggles with my friendships, and I had to persevere through those struggles and challenges by staying on top of my work and telling myself that at the end of the day, it's the end of the day and everything's gonna be fine as long as I have myself and my efforts. When I think of the power values, I think one that stands out the most to me is definitely perseverance, because I feel like in high school, whenever you encounter things that challenge you or struggles, you definitely have to experience perseverance and definitely have to show that value a lot throughout high school. And it's something that you're definitely also gonna do in life. So I feel like that stands out to me a lot. My favorite part of high school is definitely creating connections and friendships that are gonna last throughout my entire life. I know that the friends I currently have in high school are going to stick with me through my entire life because of the close bonds I've made and the close friendships I currently have. I know that I'm always gonna be loyal to them and they're always gonna be checking up on me, even if we're going through separate ways after high school. I know I'm always gonna be with them. I'm Simon Kapran, and I'm on Bonnie Lake Panther.
I've always known that my brain kind of processes differently. When I got diagnosed with ADHD, it was just over the summer, and I'd been fighting for it for a while. My mom was like pretty sure I had it, but we didn't have like concrete proof. So I was able to go to my primary doctor, and we have a really good relationship amongst like her and my family. I think that my ADHD has also contributed to being so busy, because my brain just kind of bounces back and forth no matter what. And so if there isn't anything to bounce back and forth with, then I get like really antsy and really, I don't do well being bored. So my ADHD's definitely been part of school with that. Going into high school and like after COVID had kind of finished its big thing, we were able to like engage so much more, and I just found so much joy in being able to learn and do all these new things and all these new opportunities that were available that never had been before. I am ASB Activities Director. I'm in Key Club and National Honor Society. I'm on Panther Crew, and I'm in the media team for that. I'm the GSA media director and book club president. And then I did volleyball for years and was like on the bowling team and was varsity there. Mrs. Kellington has been a huge support and influence over high school. She has just been that person who's there for me with school, outside of school, and just really helped me kind of find my way when it gets a little lost.
Ella is one of those students who's very caring. She definitely takes notice of everybody around her, the needs of the people that are around her. She is somebody who is always the first person to class, the first person to ask how she can help. She is very intuitive of the needs of others. So in her future, I definitely see her putting herself in a role where she's caring for other people and she's taking initiative to help those around her.
One power value I think has always stood out to me is work ethic. I think work ethic is everything that makes you who you are. You know, are you going to put in the work for the group project? Are you going to put in the work to do your chores at home? Are you going to put in the work to achieve what you want and to achieve what you need? And I think that's super important. My name is Ella, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
My high school experience is definitely different than what I originally thought, because I think I put myself way farther out there than I ever thought I would have. Things that I'm involved with in the high school are ASB Vice President, Key Club Vice President. I'm involved in NHS, Panther Crew, ASB, cheer, track, and I played flag football this year. I definitely did feel overwhelmed a lot of the time. My mom says you're always burning the candle at two ends, so sometimes it just takes realizing that you're stressed out and then taking a break after that. I think the power value that impacted me and helped me the most was definitely work ethic. Just understanding how to work hard and do good for other people has had a really big impact on me. Getting elected as vice president was a super exciting moment for me. It kind of showed me that other people believed in me too, and I think I spent a lot of time fearing that other people would judge me. The Bonnie Lake community has definitely made me feel very included, and it really opened me up to seeing other people, because it's people you wouldn't typically connect with outside of class. I've felt very accepted by my teachers and my peers.
Macy is one of those students that I'm not gonna forget. She's really funny and she's really quirky. And what I really admire about Macy is she was not afraid to try new things. Macy's like, you know what, I'm just gonna run with it. I'm gonna figure it out. She had determination. Might have been a little stressed, but she handled it like a pro. So I've seen a lot of growth from her from that. She cares about what she does, and I hope that she can be her unique self and that she doesn't have to hide that. She's not one of those ones who feels like she doesn't have enough experience, so she shouldn't do it. I see that's gonna benefit her a lot in life.
Something harder I went through in high school that I learned something from is definitely losing my grandpa. He was one of the smartest people I've ever met, and so I think it made me want to work harder, almost prove that I could do it, that I was something for him to be proud of, even if he wasn't here to see it. I think I'm gonna miss about Bonnie Lake just the love that I felt here, especially my friends that I see every day, and we're gonna all go our separate ways next year, because these are the first people that have ever, I feel truly seen me and that I've been truly comfortable around. So I think it's gonna be really hard to walk away from just the pure love and fun I have with them. I think some advice that I would give to somebody coming into Bonnie Lake is just to lead your life with love. You're gonna get so much farther if you're just accepting other people rather than trying to tear them down, because I think everybody has a story and everybody's story can impact us. My name is Macy Linn, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
It has been pretty good. I say I had a fun experience in high school, and I enjoy really making a lot of friends and meeting a lot of teachers that I feel connected with and safe with. I say Miss Munch because she was my first teacher for English, and she was also on her first year of teaching. So I say I have more a little connection with her since she was my teacher for freshman and sophomore year for English. She's a really supportive teacher, and she has been there for me to support me and everything.
Over the past 4 years, I have seen Deya grow in her leadership skills,
in her ability to be a helper. She is very driven, and so I know that no matter what she does after high school, she's always going to have that drive to do her best. And I love seeing her walk around campus, that she's a part of clubs, a part of Panther Crew, and that just makes me happy because she really has a heart of gold.
Some hobbies that I have are drawing. I like playing soccer outside of school, and I also like hanging out with my friends. I say that I put a lot of emotions in my drawings, and drawing makes me feel like relaxed and really makes me think about like really experience reality in life. Soccer, I say it helps me keep like motivates me to exercise outside a lot, and also helps me go outside. The power value that represents me most is work ethic, because I am really hardworking and I stay up on top of my grades, and I'm always keeping in touch with my teachers about my work. I learned that I'm very independent about myself, and that I can be independent throughout my life without my parents or anybody making choices for me. What I'm gonna miss most about high school is probably my teachers and all my friends, because they have had a great impact on me throughout my high school, 4 years of high school, and they have been there for me for the past 4 years. And my name is Deya Lopez-Martinez, and I am a Bonnie Lake Panther.
One of my friends convinced me I was a little hesitant at first, and then he brought me to one of the practices, and it started off with wrestling. It was honestly a great sport. Probably the team in general, they try to push you beyond your limits, and when it comes to my teammates, honestly, at practice, they'll be motivating you and they'll just be telling you to get your reps in or make sure that you get a good practice. They try to help you concentrate and focus, whether it's at practice or in an actual match or track meet. When I'm wrestling under the spotlight, it's such an exciting moment. It's honestly one of the best things about the sport, and the amount of adrenaline you get from it, it's just an amazing feeling to be wrestling there. Before a wrestling match, I usually put on headphones and I warm up, I stretch, I'm just focused, and I'm just not really focused on the outcome, more about just wrestling good in the match. I would say the power value that I feel describes me the most is work ethic, because when I start something, I try my best to finish it and stay dedicated to it. The hardest part of high school was probably balancing sports, schoolwork, and life outside of school. It's definitely a busy schedule, but it's at the same time very fun, and engaging in all the different activities at Bonnie Lake is one of the best experiences.
Oh my gosh, he is a young man that I had the pleasure of teaching actually as a freshman in high school in my Foundations of Fitness PE class, and he was a very immature but very talented young man. And then he, all of a sudden, he's just matured and blossomed, and he is energetic and fun to be around and nice to everybody. And in track and field, I didn't see anybody really worked harder than he did. Oh my gosh, honestly, what makes Ignacio special is he gets along with everybody, and he makes a gallant effort to interact with everybody. It's not just the popular kids, it's not, it's everybody. And I really, in earshot, never heard anything bad come out of his mouth. Somebody to look up to. The story that comes to my mind was when Ignacio ran the 400 for the very first time. He did not know how to run it. He didn't know what he was in for, and he took off a little bit slow, and he finished out fast. But the funny thing is, when he finished, you could see the look on his face, like, what did I just do? This race is terrible. But he came back. His personality, his drive, he wants to better himself, and he did it week after week, and he got better and better, just because that's who Ignacio is. He wants to push himself to be the best.
My name is Ignacio Lopez, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
I like the ability to express feelings that I don't feel like I can always say in words. I feel like I can make deeper meanings through my art with what I can convey in symbols, and it makes people think about things on a deeper level that they might not think about, like, just off the top of their head. My favorite subject to present is, like, portraiture. I really like drawing portraiture and people, like, specifically more emotional pieces, because I feel like those I can create, like, something that relates to me, and maybe I can reach out to somebody else through that art. A struggle in high school has probably been the battle with myself and my perfectionism, because I try really hard to be high achieving and give my best to every single assignment and everything that I do, but it almost never feels like enough. But through the encouragement of teachers, I've began to overcome it. But it's still something that I deal with often, is trying to do the very best that I can to get as far as I can in life and prove myself in some way.
Kai puts like 1,000% effort into everything they do. Kai is involved in so many things across the school and still will get to the level of quality that I would say is masterful for a student their age, given that they're spread so thin. So Kai will start working on a project, take it home over the weekend, it'll come back just finished and amazing, because they'll just put in so many hours beyond what a typical student would do. And Kai also is just so thoughtful about other people too. Kai will do these handwritten notes and artwork for people as gifts, and just is just really thoughtful and intentional with peers as well as with staff.
Work ethic stands out to me the most, because I think that's not only what I bring to the table, but that's what drives all of the things that we're able to accomplish that we might not always feel like are in reach. It's the drive to keep going even when things are hard, even when you feel like you don't want to keep going. It's giving your best into the things that even are small, because even the small things add up to a bigger picture and make a difference in the end. I'm Kai Tower, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.
In my free time, I like to read, crochet, run, of course, wrestle, and I like hanging out with my family when I get the chance, because I have 5 younger siblings, and, I'm gonna be going off to college soon. In 8th grade, my sister, joined cross country. I was only involved in soccer at the time, and she comes back from her first race, and she was like, I got 3rd place, and I was like, oh, I'm faster than you. So I joined. I completely surprised myself, got 1st in the league competition out of all of the teams. Yeah, for track, I like how it's a physical test against myself. It's how far I can push myself, like how much I'm willing to hurt and kind of endure pain. And, there's really nobody else to blame but yourself. So I like that there's kind of always a goal that I'm willing to kind of push and beat. For track, I really enjoy being able to compete among really, really good girls, because if I'm able to do well on a stage against many talented girls, that makes me feel like I can do more amazing things in the future. And just seeing the result, there's no better feeling than finally getting that goal that you've been chasing for so long. When things get hard, I would say my main motivation is just just trusting my training process and understanding that I'm not always gonna have a good race, and I'm not always gonna have a good match.
Latham West has an amazing work ethic. I think it stems a little bit from her dedication to her sports. She chooses sports like cross country where you have to have a crazy amount of work ethic to push through long races, but the same thing happens in the classroom to not only complete all of the assignments, but to fully understand them. So she likes to ask a lot of questions in class to make sure that she understands the content well. And her explanations on labs are awesome and stellar. I'm always excited to read her responses for her conclusions and her analysis questions.
So the power value that by far I believe stands out the most is work ethic, because that's something that I try to kind of implement on a daily basis. You know, I believe that if you work hard at something, you'll be able to get at it. So I do believe that that power value is just really important and that people should place a lot of focus on it. I'm Latham West, and I'm a Bonnie Lake Panther.